What if I told you all these quotes are actually 2020 Democratic candidates quotes?
Oh.
I'm Captain Phillips with Campus Reform. This week, President Trump is giving his fourth State of the Union address. I'm in Washington, D.C., getting college students' opinions on quotes from that address. But what they don't know is that all the quotes are actually from 2020 Democratic candidates for president. Will that change their mind? Let's find out. The White House released an early transcript of the State of the Union. Going to get your reaction to a few of the more controversial quotes.
Okay.
Talking to black voters, trying to win their support, saying, quote, "The other side is going to put y'all back in chains." What do you think of that one?
That's inappropriate. That should not be spoken like that.
I mean, I think that's just flat out racist.
Nah, that's pretty horrendous.
We should get a new president, probably. We shouldn't have someone like that as a role model for kids.
I don't think anyone is trying to do that.
Talking about North Korea, this administration's success will be judged on whether we can eliminate North Korea's nuclear weapons and verify they're gone once and for all.
Well, that sounds very threatening, as if we're going to be executing him completely.
That it's warmongering, and I also think that there's other things to focus on with North Korea than just nuclear weapons.
I think it would be warmongering, but also it's just a part of his rhetoric to assert dominance and assert American exceptionalism, things like that. So it doesn't really surprise me that he said something like that.
Knowing him, he's very irrational. And,
Yeah. I'd say slightly inaccurate.
Next up, talking about inner city violence and gun violence, saying, quote, "Those kids think they're going to get killed anyway because all their friends are getting killed. They just don't have any long-term focus or anything. It's a joke to have a gun. It's a joke to pull the trigger to them."
Yeah, so, I mean, he's saying that because these are communities of people of color, and it's not even veiled racism, it's just racism.
That's flat out ridiculous and very just not appropriate language, I feel like.
Oh, what?
I think that's pretty unrealistic.
To kind of put all the blame for gun violence on those kids and not the people who are manufacturing them and the people who are selling them is an issue in and of itself.
I feel like that's really belittling to the people in those areas to say, oh, they don't care, when there are many people who are trying to better their situation.
Next up, talking about Israel-Palestine, obviously hot button issue for a lot of people. Quote, "When Palestine and Hamas put rocket launchers next to hospitals and schools, they're using civilians to protect their military. I believe Israel has a right at that point to defend itself." What's your take?
I think he needs to use more peaceful language, and I think it needs to be taken care of in a more peaceful, diplomatic way.
I'm very pacifist, so I really don't support war, so I don't support any of that at all.
Using that kind of language is very charged.
He has Israel messed up. I mean, and a lot of people do, but him especially. I mean, Israel isn't the one that we should be backing at all.
What if I told you all these quotes are actually 2020 Democratic candidates quotes?
Oh, I would believe you.
They are.
interesting.
Is that surprising?
Yeah.
These are actually all quotes from Democratic candidates in 2020.
Oh, interesting.
What do you think of that?
I don't know.
What if I told you these are actually all quotes from Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and other
really?
Democrat candidates?
Who said the chains one?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden said that.
Yeah.
I did not know that they said that.
The In Chains one, it makes more sense in that context now, and whoever said that, that is concerning and not something
that's Joe
I
Biden.
agree with. Not shocking.
Are you surprised by that, by the quotes? What's your take on that?
Yeah.
I think that everybody I feel like everyone's a hypocrite at some point, a little bit.
We label who has these thoughts, and if you're a Democrat you should think this way, and if you're a Republican you think a certain way. But I think sometimes there are overlapping beliefs that we kind of overlook.
But I think that initially I'm like, oh, he said it, let me find something bad about it. So yeah, I think that is fair.
Twitter informs a lot of my political decisions. I mean, Twitter informs a lot of my decisions, period. Twitter is great. I love Twitter, but it's definitely radicalized me to the left a lot more than I think that I was.
I mean, it's all stuff that we kind of associate with the other side, at least, from my understanding. Again, the school is mostly liberal.
Yeah, I think often some people would look at what you just said and say, oh, my candidate didn't say that, or, they would never have done that in the past. But I think that, everyone's opinions change, and, everybody says questionable things now and then, and I think that it's beneficial to accept that.
I think people are very like, okay, if it's what this person is saying, I'm going to find a way to make it bad. And if it's someone that I want to support, then maybe I can find a way to make it sound good.
You know, the more that I watch videos like this, the more I realize how badly people have lost the ability to think for themselves. Yeah. And I'm not saying this to be dramatic, ladies and gentlemen. No. I'm saying it simply because facts don't lie. They don't. Because over and over and over again, you see the same pattern, snap judgments. It's always emotional reactions. Yeah. And it's always a full reverse when new information shows up. Yeah. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. And what's crazy also is the way their reactions always flip. They always flip. You see? It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Trump said this. Oh my goodness, that's racist. And then guess what? Boom, new information comes out. It's actually a Democrat who said it. And then suddenly, like magic, everything is now fine. Oh well, people say sometimes things that they don't mean. Now because it's a Democrat? It's crazy. It's crazy, to be honest. Yeah. And you can almost hear Proverbs whispering, this simple believe anything. This simple believe anything. And this is not an insult. It's actually a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. Yeah. Because what this video is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a giant mirror. It's a giant mirror exposing things that are actually happening out there. You see? Yeah, and honestly, the ignorance on display is just embarrassing. Yeah, it's just embarrassing. You see? Because it showed how easily people can be manipulated. How easily they can be manipulated. Especially when they are taught what to think instead of how to think. This is the result of a culture that reacts first and thinks later. You see? And they will only think if it's convenient. That's terrible, ladies and gentlemen. It's terrible. The Bible calls it a double-minded mind is unstable. See? A double-minded man is unstable in his ways. He can stand. It's biased, manipulation, hypocrisy. Yeah, hypocrisy. And a serious lack of critical thinking. A lack of critical thinking. You see? And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, this video is not just about exposing political bias. No, it's about exposing how preconceived notions control people's reactions. Control people's reactions. You see? Yeah. And it shows how many of us, especially the students nowadays, are controlled by mainstream media, social media, outrage culture, cancel culture, you see? And emotional narratives. You see? Yeah. That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. But hey, also, to some extent, people's minds can be changed when they are confronted with the truth. Yeah, I would like to believe so. Because they can reflect, if they can reflect, they can step back and be like, wait a minute, do you really mean that? You see? Because if they can admit, you know what, maybe the internet has been shaping my worldview, maybe there's new information, I would like to hear about it. You see? Yeah, that gives hope, you see? That gives hope, especially among young people. Like the great famous statement, catch them while they are young. Catch them while they are young. Yeah. You see? And if this video proved anything, is that we desperately need more truth. Yeah. Well, folks, if you enjoyed that one, be sure to like, to subscribe, and to comment. I will see you again next time. Click on the next video.